Hey Gemini, thanks for visiting. This is your reading for October the 22nd to October the 28th. And if you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you'd like to, only if you'd like to, and nice ones please. So yes, I have everything ready, so I'm just going to start your reading for lovely Gemini. The first card you have, your past, is the Emperor. So yes, the Emperor, obviously he's striving forward, he's fire, he's, determined, all of these things. He's aggressive, well, not aggressive, but he's kind of very assertive. He's very serious. So yeah, I'm seeing a few things in this card. I'm seeing you having to force yourself to push and be serious. But before you had that, a lot of other things were going on. I'm actually seeing a situation where, yeah, this was like a love situation. I'm seeing that you really cared for someone. You really cared for someone. You really opened up to whoever this was. You showed them your heart, and you really did open up to them. You do have a really big heart, and you opened up to this person, and I think that you do. It has to be a very special person for you to open your heart to them, and you did open your heart to this person. The other thing I'm seeing is this person really needed your help, or they kind of said to you that they needed your help, and it seemed that they were always struggling. They needed you to be there for them. They needed your help. I'm seeing this person maybe telling you about how much they'd been through, how many people had hurt them, this bad thing happened to them, nobody understands them, everyone's abandoned them, all of that kind of thing. And it was like you could have been thinking, oh, I love this person, I won't be like that. I'll be there for them. Everyone else has left them, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be the last person with them. I'm going to be with them no matter what happens. Everyone else has abandoned them. I won't do that. And it's that kind of thing you were feeling. And that was what making it was so difficult for you. Sorry, that was what was making it so difficult for you to move on from this person when you needed to. Because what I'm seeing was, you're determined to stay with him. You were determined to stay with him, not to be the person to abandon them. You really did care for them. You really loved them. But then after a while, you realised why. Why so many people seemed to have a problem with them. Why so many people left them. Why so many people weren't talking to them. Why so many people were angry with them and had a problem. And, if everyone has a problem with someone, there's usually a reason why, and there was a reason why. So you did try with them, you tried and you tried and you tried, but when you saw this other side of them yourself and you realized why, it was like suddenly something turned. There's a little bit of maybe more than a little bit of dishonesty around this as well. So you realized this is what this person was like. And then when you realised that, it was like, I have to force myself to move on from this. I have to be really strong. That's when you became the Emperor, and that's when you really wanted to. It was like you tried to become the Emperor, and you did your best. You forced yourself. You really had to make an effort to put your heart aside, or to try to put your heart aside and just move forward. And it was a big effort for you to do this, because you really fell for this person, I'm seeing. But, it was like you really just had to push yourself, to march yourself out of this situation. It was like you actually had to push yourself out, really struggle and really march yourself out. I'm saying march because I'm seeing he has his suit of armour on. You almost have to, people in the army are really, they learn to switch their feelings off, because if they let their feelings on, they couldn't do all of the terrible things, and they couldn't see all of the terrible things that they have to see, when they go to other countries, and these war-torn countries, and they see terrible things, and they have to do terrible things probably, and they're trained to not feel. When they're training, they have people yelling in their face, they go through assault courses, they do all these things. They push themselves not to feel things. That's what you had to do at this time. You had to try and push yourself not to feel things, because you knew that you had to move forward and away from this person. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have, your past, is the Eight of Swords. So yes, while you're in this situation, it was very, very difficult because, you know, you finally, before you finally managed to move on, you were kind of stuck for a long, long time, going backwards and forwards, thinking, oh, I can't let them down. I love them. I want to be there for them. And I am seeing that you did truly love this person. I want to be around them. I don't want to abandon them. Everyone else does that. I won't do that. And then on the other hand, it was becoming more and more clear that this person was not being honest with you. You could see what they'd done to other people. You could see how they were treating a lot of people. There were secrets that came out. I'm seeing that as well. And so then you just could not be there. You could not be stuck there anymore. I'm seeing, you know, when I see this and I'm looking at this dishonesty and I'm thinking about these kind of secrets coming out, it could be that, you know, this woman's surrounded by these swords. I think this person might have trapped themselves in their own lies. They put themselves into a trap. They said one thing, it contradicted another thing, or something else, and they were trapped in their lies, trapped by their own words. That's what I'm seeing there. So the last card you have for your past is the Two of Cups. So yes, you did get through this. You're probably still having a very hard time healing from this, or whatever it is. Even if you are with someone else, you're probably still going through a lot of stress in remembering what happened, because you went through so much with that person. They put you through so much. And again, you know, I'm looking at this Emperor and I'm looking at his suit of armor that he has under his robes. And again, I'm thinking about the army, and I'm thinking about people in the army, and I'm thinking about post-traumatic stress and all of these horrible things they go through sometimes. Not everyone, but a lot of people do go through this when they come back, and it really affects them mentally, and it's very, very sad. It's terrible what happens to these people. And so this is telling me that you were still going through, and you probably still are going through a lot of stress and a lot of problems because of what you went through. So yes, I'm looking at this Two of Cups, and I am seeing that you might have actually met someone else after all of this happened, and this might have been a friend that slowly grew into love, or it might be a friend that wanted to make things grow into love. I'm not sure about that. It's a bit muddied, it's a bit murky. It might be someone who wanted to be friends, but you weren't ready because you were still struggling with this whole getting over the situation. I don't know. But even if this was a friend, it happened very, 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 very slowly, because it took you a long time to trust people, not just in love, not just in friendship, but any people, anywhere. And so what I'm seeing is this new person had to work really, really hard to get you to even connect with them at all in anything in the beginning. And so they had to reach out to you. They were the ones that kept on reaching out to you. If you look at the man on this card, he's reaching out to the woman. He has his hand out, reaching out to her. So he's making the first move. And again, I keep on seeing this person might be at this time, or they might have been at that time. They might still want something more with you if they're a friend, because the man on this card, he's the one that's reaching out, and he has a wreath of roses around his head. Now, roses can represent love, of course, and they can represent manifestation. So this person has the roses around his head, and he's thinking about making a further move with you. So this person probably wants more than friends with you, and they want to manifest that with you. That's what I'm seeing with that card. So the first card you have for your present is the Three of Pentacles. So yes, this can be about working together as a team, asking for help, asking for approval, things like that. It's usually around work. It can be about a third party as well. But I'm seeing you trying to move forward with something. This might be a project you've been working on for a long, long time. I'm seeing this as either a personal project that you're doing in your own time, or you do have very personal feelings, emotions and things invested in this project. It's very personal to you. Now, I'm seeing that, I'm seeing that there's something that, this actually has the potential, if it's just a personal thing, this has the potential to be a very good business or something like that, something that earns money for you if it isn't already. This might be something you're planning on earning money from this, or you might not be. It might just be kind of a side product of what you do, which is very nice, of course, if you make money from something you love doing. I'm seeing you're very good at the actual content of this thing. So this might be something like, it might be something creative, it might be something like writing a book, or it might be something like YouTube, or it might be something like, I don't know, making a painting, or it might be writing a play, or it might be writing music. It might be something like that. It's some project that has your own creative content that comes from you inside that. Now this is where you excel. You're perfect at this thing, whatever this is. You are so good at this. You're very talented, you're very good at this, you love this, but you're going to have to ask for help in one area of this. This might be a technical area, this might be a financial side of something about this, it might be something, a legal thing you need to find out about. It's something outside of the actual content, which is your area of expertise, if that makes sense. So I'm just seeing that, yeah, I'm seeing that you are very careful to trust people. You are very careful of who you trust. I'm seeing that. And I think that if you do try and find someone to help you with this side of things, because I don't think it's something you can do yourself, I think you are going to have to have someone come in and help you with this. I'm seeing you doing a lot of research on who to get to help you with this. You're going to take a long time to find someone, because again, there's this trust issue going on as well. And I think you're doing the right thing. I think you're doing the right thing to really, really take your time and make 100% sure that you trust this person, and that you know that they know what they're doing and they can actually help you. There are a lot of people around, whatever this industry is. Might be acting, I don't know, it's some kind of creative area. There are a lot of people around this who are kind of quite cowboys, if that's a word for them, people who are a little bit dodgy. They might not have people's best interests. If it is acting, there are definitely a lot of people like that around that, or publishing, all of these things. So be very careful. There are sharks around, and I think you are very careful. You're very careful to trust anyway, and sometimes it can be a bad thing, not trusting. Sometimes it can be a good thing, like in this case, being very cautious. So this is good for you here. The next card you have for your present is the Six of Swords. So yes, moving on. So you have moved on. You have moved on from this person in the Emperor card. Thank goodness you have. They're a horrible person. I don't like them from what I've seen of them. Yeah, you've definitely moved on. And a lot of the things that went on between you, again, they probably still affect you. I'm seeing that in this card again. This is this aftermath, these aftershocks of all of these terrible things you went through, because this woman's moving on. She's in her boat. She still has these swords with her, so she still has a lot of trouble she's taking with her inside her head. And you know, you have moved on. You still think about this person, obviously not in a romantic way. You don't want them back, but it's like sometimes, you know, you're going along in your life as normal. You think you're fine. You think you're kind of over them, and then you have this horrible feeling suddenly. You'd be like, oh, I feel horrible. I hate myself. Everything's bad. I just feel really horrible. And you suddenly lose your confidence, and it just comes out of nowhere. This is just an aftershock of what you went through. This doesn't mean that you're not over them. This doesn't mean you've gone back to square one where you were when you first left them. It doesn't mean any of that. Please don't stress about this. This is okay. It just means that suddenly you've had a memory and you're kind of still processing through all of this. Sometimes it can take years and years to process something like this. I know you've been through something very bad with this person. Sometimes it can take years. It really, really can. So please be kind to yourself. This is okay. You know, you're good enough. It's fine. I know I say this, it's easier said than done. I know that. But please just remember this. It's not you. It's not you. It's not that you haven't gotten anywhere. You really have. You have moved on. It's just that it can take a long, long time to unpack all of these feelings and all of these memories when you've been through something very traumatic. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is that you might be protecting someone, because the woman in this card is sitting next to a child. Obviously, she's protecting that child. So I'm seeing that, you know, after this terrible thing you've been through, this is also helping you to be very wary of who else you let into your life, because whoever you let into your life, they could impact on this other person that you're caring for. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have for your present is the beautiful, beautiful, fantastic Ace of Pentacles. This is a fantastic card. This is, after all of this, you might feel like you have no confidence. This comes back to you in bits and pieces. Sometimes you just feel like, oh, I've got no confidence, like I was describing in the Six of Swords. But you are getting your confidence back. You really, really are. And this project, this creative thing that you're working on, is helping you to build up that confidence. And what I'm seeing is that you're on this road, you're on the right track with it all. Don't give up, keep going on that track. It's not an easy road. You might have people around you who don't really understand what you're trying to do, but there are also some people around you who believe in you. So stick around those people, ignore the other people, and I'm seeing that eventually your confidence is going to build up and build up and build up with this Ace of Pentacles and with this beautiful project you're doing, and that's going to build up your confidence, and then this is going to attract better people to you. The more confident you are, the more this attracts better people to you, people who respect you. If you have no confidence, quite often you will attract the wrong kind of people to you, the people who want to prey on you. You are not going to be like that anymore. Please do not fear having to be around anyone like this person in the Emperor anymore. It's not going to happen again, because you're really building up your confidence again in this Ace of Pentacles. You're building up this project. It's going to be quite lucrative for you again. I'm seeing the same thing. I'm seeing the Three of Pentacles, more Pentacles, or it has the potential to be. If you choose the right people around you, which I'm seeing, you are actually doing that. You're being very careful. So this is looking very positive. I'm really glad you have this card. The first card you have for your future is the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, so more coins, more money. You're still going to be really focused on this project. And again, I'm seeing there is going to be money coming to you from this. If you stick on this path of the Ace of Pentacles, this path in the Ace of Pentacles, it's not an easy path, because it goes up a mountain. It goes up a mountain. You can't see this on, I'll put that up so you can see. See, it goes up a mountain. It's not easy climbing up a mountain. You can fall over, you can hurt yourself, you can lose your breath, all sorts of things can happen. But it's the right path, and it's the path of leveling up to a new level. And that's where you need to be, and that's how your confidence is going to build. It's not going to be easy. But if you do that path, if you stay on that path, I'm seeing it is going to be quite confident building and lucrative for you. But yes, I won't go on with that. We're on to the Four of Pentacles. So yes, you're focused on this at this time. You still are. And yeah, I'm seeing also that you are probably going to choose people very, very carefully for the business side of things. And I think this is probably going to work out for you. And I think your very cautious nature is going to be helping you in this again. The other thing I'm seeing in the Four of Pentacles is with this person in the Two of Cups who is a friend, who wants to come closer to you, who wants to manifest that with you. I'm seeing you're probably still around this person at this time. And I'm seeing you're probably still going to be struggling to express your feelings or to get close to this person. You might be happy to be a friend, but even then you might be struggling to become or to be a close friend to them. So, and I'm also seeing that you might be hiding your heart behind working on this project. So you might be saying to them, oh, I'm very busy, I can't see you right now, all of that kind of thing. That's what I mean by that. So, and they might be noticing that at this time, and they might be thinking, what's wrong with this person? I really want to connect with them, why can't I? So this is kind of the struggle that you're going to have while you still work through with your confidence, and you still have all of these kind of trust issues that you had because of this person in the Emperor. There's still a lot for you to work through. I mean, you are getting confident, all of these things are looking very positive, but it doesn't mean you click your fingers and everything's perfect. It means that, you know, you're still going through this process. So the next card you have for your future is the Tower, yes. Right, so I'll just tell you what I'm seeing in this. I don't want to make people feel paranoid or anything like that. you could be making a purchase. Now, if this resonates, if you are making a purchase, I don't want to tell you not to make a purchase. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that it could be marketed to you, or you could see this purchase as something different to what it actually is. Now, it might not be built on strong foundations, whatever this thing is. So it might not be all that it seems. Now, it might be, or it might not be. So what I mean by that is, if there's any fine print, anything you need to sign, any contract with anything, especially if this is a big purchase, please read over all of the fine print very, very carefully. Please get somebody else to look over it for you as well. Even get a second person, even get a third person. Cover everything and make sure that you are 100% satisfied with everything in this fine print or this contract, or whatever this is that comes with this purchase, or whatever this is. And if you're not happy, if you're not 100% happy, either ask them to change something in that fine print, ask them to change something until you're happy. If they won't change it, walk away. That's what I'm seeing. Again, I don't want to tell you to don't buy anything. I had a woman once after one of these readings say to me, oh, I was going to buy a house and now I didn't. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't buy a house, don't buy this, don't do that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying be very careful to read over every sentence, every dot, everything in this fine print, and make sure that you have 100% happiness with what it says. Now, what might be happening with this is, it might be fine. It might be someone's, it might be someone that's trying to hurry you up with signing something. Don't hurry up. They might say to you, oh, it's only available today. It's not available tomorrow at this price. Tomorrow it's half price. And today it's half price, and tomorrow it's double the price, something ridiculous. Don't listen to that. Or they might say, oh, we're only selling it to you today. We won't sell it to you tomorrow. Rubbish. If you came up to them tomorrow and said, I'd like to buy this, are they going to say no? No, of course they want to still sell it to you. Take your time. If they say to you, oh, you can't take your time, you have to sign it now. No, definitely not. So just keep your wits about you. Keep your eyes open. Look around you. See what's happening. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I'm not telling you not to buy anything once again. I'm not telling you to be afraid of people. I'm just telling you to keep your eyes open. That's all I'm seeing. The last card you have, your future, is, excuse me, the Knight of Cups. So, yeah, I'm seeing this could be how this person in the Two of Cups sees you at this time. They might be, I'm seeing they're still really interested in you. This could be a friend who wants more. That's what I keep on seeing all through this. I've seen this so far. And this is how they're probably seeing you, as someone who's shiny, bright, beautiful, knight in shining armor, coming up to this river, but not crossing it. They want you to cross it and come toward them, but you're not quite doing that. Now, if you don't want to be with this person, if you want to be friends with them, or if you're at the stage where you don't know yet, you're still really hurt and you still need to heal before you can even think about having a relationship with anyone, or if you don't want to be with them at all, please just come forward and be straightforward with them. Please tell them, because I'm seeing at this time they're very mixed up, they're very confused. They want more with you, but if you're not telling them how you truly feel, they won't know what to do. They won't know what to do. And so if it is the case that you don't want any more with them, you just want to be friends with them, please tell them that so they can at least move on. Or please tell them exactly how you feel. Just be open, just be honest with him. Because what they're seeing at this time is, sometimes I see this river in front of this knight. I'll move that up so you can see there's a river. He's coming up to the river as a mirage. So they might see oh, this person looks like they're going to be emotional toward me, but it's just a mirage, it's not real. Now, you're not like that. You're a genuine person, but you might not be telling them everything that they need to know. They might need to know more from you. So please open up and tell them how you truly feel. Just have a heart-to-heart with them. That's what I'm seeing. So Gemini, I hope this resonated. As you know, general readings can't always resonate with everyone. But again, if you liked this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you'd like to. Thank you so much for watching.